Call Holayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakat Kwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. And this will be titled, They Made It Up. Okay? Pseudoscience, right? Okay? And I guess we can get that terminology, pseudoscience, right now before we even go off into this. A collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly, we don't have to go any farther, regarded as being based on scientific method. And see, that's right there, mistakenly. But we dealing with Edom, okay, with the wicked. It's not a mistake. They make this shit up as they go, just like they write they unrighteous decrees and they flip-flopping. Today is this and tomorrow is this, moving the goalposts. I'm starting to use that term a lot, okay? But in this, everything that we've learned about this evolution, which we've always known, you know it as a little kid in school, your mind, it wasn't setting right with you. Maybe that's only for the hopeful election. I mean, it could literally be only the hopeful election that was willing to buck up against their teachers and say, this don't feel right. Okay, so once again, a collections of beliefs, not truths, beliefs or practices mistakenly. There's a lot of falsehood right there, just in this definition. Regarded as being based, regarded by who? The wicked who set it up. Okay, they made it up. All right, let's go get these scriptures. First, here's the introduction though. Salakia. Evolutionists amidst Darwin-fueled racism. Biological arguments for racism may have been common before 1859. I mean, you know, it's been on Earth since he's had his reign, but they increased by orders of magnitude following the acceptance of evolutionary theory. Once again, theory. No proof of this, theory. Man, you gotta the wicked, they got a lot of explaining to do. Man, they're in a lot of trouble. Let's get these scriptures. A lot of trouble. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has let this go on, you know, all so he can build up his case against this wicked bastard. Okay? This is Psalm 61. It's Salakia, Psalm 64:1. To the chief musician, a son of David, King David. Hear my voice, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. In my prayers, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Who is the enemy? All the nations. Psalms 83. Who is the head of all our enemies? Edom. Okay, starting with the little hats who are in hot seat right now. Very hot seat. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrections of the works of iniquity. Okay? Who weight their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, okay? Even bitter words like what Darwin did, setting his people up to be the high and mighty and stout and clout, you know, saying that there's scientific proof that their manner of man are better than all the nations, okay? But we're going to pull these scriptures out, all right? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Okay, and we're gonna explain why they fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Okay, Nobody sees us. We sit up here. You sit below us, okay? They stretch out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart, their mind is deep with what? Deep with wickedness, deep with mischief. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Now, we're not in this time. Are we not? They're being exposed every day. It's falling out. It's falling out. It's like the closet got open where all the trash was hiding. When you knew your parents was coming home and you tried to do that quick cleanup and you just threw everything over here and now it's being exposed. Okay, I know that's a little lightweight. So let's get to it. Like Putin exposing the relics. Okay, that's in your face now. That's not going to be taken back. Okay, that's falling on their own tongues. All right. Now, once again, this evolutionist is part of this process of falling on their own tongues. They're admitting what this is, okay? It's the end of their time. Now, how did they get the luxury of doing this? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Starting with Edom. They're proving it. It's been proven. They're liars, manipulators, okay? Gain by stealing, by killing and stealing. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Now, okay, what did evolution do? We got more. Here, let me go to it right now. Here's an example. At some point, at some future point, not very distant as measured by centuries, the civilized race of man will almost certainly exterminate and replace the savage race. Well, see, I can't say that that's a lie. The only thing I'm going to say is he's got the roles reversed. Okay? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics are the civilized men when we're in our right mind. Okay? And the savage is definitely who you see running this earth into the toilet right now, making the earth circle the drain. Okay? His kingdom, his time. All right? That's who the savage is. Look around. Open your eyes wide enough to see who's set up in the rulership and how bad these conditions are. Okay? Here's the point I wanted to make, though. All right? So one more time. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, let me give you an example right here. Haha. Okay. At the same time, the come on, bro. I was just saying this correctly. Okay, the ape. Because that word is not even relevant to this. The apes will no longer be exterminated. Okay, Salakia. Okay, at the same time, the apes will no doubt be exterminated. The break between man and his nearest allies will then be wider. Okay, so listen. All right, so he's saying that apes are going to be extinct, and because of evolution, we came from a monkey, and then we came into this man, and then at the end is this Caucasian man that He's the great and mighty man, and we're somewhere based in between there, between that monkey and him. So listen up closely. At some time, the ape will no doubt be exterminated. The break between, meaning the distance between man and his nearest allies, will then be wider than the Caucasian, and some apes as low as the baboon, instead of as now between the Negro and the gorilla. The Negro and the gorilla now at this point are so close together. See his example? He's saying that there's going to be a widespread between like Caucasian and baboons compared to us so-called African Americans, Negroes, and Hispanics being already so closely as a gorilla. Okay? I just wanted to get that. All right. So that's how he's covered the faces of the judges. Okay, that's one example of it right there. He took Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's children, Yasharallah, he Prince of Power, and have made us to look like we're the disgrace of the earth. Okay, this down with the monkeys and the apes. All right, this is the book of Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. Now, wasn't this a so-called scientist, a doctor that came up with all this bullshit? That's why I named this. They made it up. Once again, physicians of no value. All right. Here's your proof right there. That's a physician of no value. Somebody went out their way, was funded. Hey, this is written literature learned in school. This was forced on you in school. Okay, that's a position of no value right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get these scriptures before I'll pull that out. All right, this is the book of Psalms 36:4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. Okay, and who is this? The elites. Okay, he setteth himself in a way that is not good. He aborteth not evil. Now, isn't this an evil thing to take what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has created and then try to change up the formation of it? You know, try to say we belong here, you belong there, we decide, we dictate. But you know how did he get this? Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, because without the earth being given to the hands of the wicked, he has no authority to move. Okay, but we got the verses for that too. All right. Okay. So this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that deviseth iniquity. Once again, messing with people's, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai set up 17 nations on this earth, okay? Salakia, 18 nations on this earth, okay? One he chose, that's Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. And no, this is not a color code thing. Majority of our people will come in a browner shade. Yes, all of man was brown before Edom, okay? All right, so majority of our people, yes, will come in that browner shade, but we're scattered to the four corners of the earth, and your father's seed determines who you are, okay? So you're a speckled bird if you look like another nation, but your father goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that lineage, okay? So, woe to them that deviseth iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And the reason why I brought this out, this verse, is once again, this is literature that was taught to our nation, that was taught to more than our nation, that was taught around the world, that these people are elite and we're inferior to them. that we're beneath them in all ways. Okay, not only us, the any nation of color. Period. You know, he set himself up to be exalted, and we know this because we living in the times now. There's no way around this. Okay, this is the book of Psalms. Salakia. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb, okay? From the womb, from the belly, all right? When they come out the belly, they are estranged. They are estranged. They go astray. They go off, okay? As soon as they be born, speaking lies. Now, this whole time, you mean we have to sit up there and deal with these people? You see them every day. You see the way they move. You see Donald Trump in a hell of a lot of trouble. You see Biden lying every day, lying about this, lying about that, can barely speak. And these are the people that we have to take our orders from. All of the politicians are liars, backstabbers, money grabbers, including you 2/3 Jakes that go along hand in hand with them. But you don't have no authority. And matter of fact, the people that we see don't have the authority. They're just all set up puppets. So who has the authority? The bankers. Once again, the elites, DuPonts, okay, Rockefeller, you know, the hidden people with the true agendas, okay, that was even over your Queen Elizabeth, that's even over your popes, and all of them are wicked at the top too. There are no good in them, all right? Now, let's get back to this Darwin right here. No rational man, cognizant of the facts. Now let's get that. And Salakia for my pronunciation, man. This the devil. I prayed. I knew he was gonna try to work my tongue on this. Okay.
Cognizant.
Now let's get this, because I'm about to get into UE. Okay, if someone is cognizant of something, they are aware of it or understanding it. Okay, well, let me tell you what I understand about you and me. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all examples of the truth. All right, so listen. No rational man, rational. You know what rational is? No man with pure understanding. Once again, that word, cognizant of facts, believe that the average Negro is equal. No, we're not equal. We're above you. Okay, we're angels stuck in dark chains. All right, still less the superior of the white man. Okay. All right. Holix describes whites as bigger brained and smaller jaws. I don't know what the smaller jaws got to do with anything, but the bigger brain, you know, if it is bigger than ours, there's a lot of air rotating in there, and our smaller brains must be functioning quicker. Okay. But here's what I got for him. This is the part that I got. No rational man cognizant of the facts. Okay. So one more time.
Cognizant.
If someone is cognizant of something, they are aware of it or understand. So let me get what I understand. I'm going to give you an example. This is what I understand. All right. So once again, remember, y'all, Putin brought out these relics. Now, it's no more denying what color. If you couldn't go along with Revelations 1 and 13 all this time, the example set right there in front of your face and many other. Here, take this one. Book of Acts, one of my favorites. I run to this a lot. Book of Acts 13 and 1. And what do you know? Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, that were called Niger. But let's get that. Let's get that word. Now, who are these teachers? Prophets, the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You gonna say they less than your wicked ass? Okay, let's get that word.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Where have I heard that before?
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Now that was what they was called in the biblical times, okay? I'm going to read this again. Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets, men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What does Amos 3:7 say? He will do nothing, but he revealeth his truth, his secrets through the prophets. Okay, so these are the men that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai are dealing with. Okay, certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simon, that was called Niger. Okay, you get it, or you probably don't. Okay, now I'm gonna give you another example. All right, so that's who I understand me to be. All right, now this is what I see from you, Darwin, Edom. This is the book of Daniels 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of man, all of man. He controls all of this. This is his story. Okay, there's no way around it. There's no CERN. There's no device. There's no trick bag for the Most High that you can deceive him and put him in and take over his creation. Okay, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the base of man. Now we agree. You're ruling right now. You're in rulership to this very moment, 2024. You're in rulership. Let's get that word base man, because he said he set y'all up. He said he set up the base man. That must be a good word, huh? Let's find out.
Strong's H 8215. Shafal.
Chappelle.
Shafal.
Chappelle. What does that say? Low. Lowest. Lowest. Okay? Lowest. I'm going to say it again. That's what I understand, with all of my understanding that I'm getting. And this is biblical. This is not coming from some science book, by the way, all right? So, what Darwin did with all his pride is set us up for this type of situation to occur. Okay, this is his turning of things backwards. Identify 5 races. Okay, civics, biology. Once again, physicians of no value. All right, we've seen pseudoscience is made up. It's just ways of saying made up. We guessed it, we thought it, and then we put it in power because what? Job 94, Job's Slakia 9:24. The earth was given into his hands. Okay, they was given the power to do this. All right. Identify 5 races of man. Now, how many nations are there in the scriptures? 17. Okay. Salakia 18. I keep saying it's 17 other nations. 18 nations. Okay. Ethiopian, meaning that they wanted all the dark skinned people to fit in that. Malay. American Indian. Now that's funny. How could you be American Indian when America wasn't even on the map? Okay, it wasn't even you. I mean, when the 10 tribes had it, it was not America. Okay, it wasn't America till the Caucasian came over here and named it that. American Indian. So that's a race. All right, and Mongolian, and finally, now hold on. Where did you see the so-called You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, the Yasharala. So we're not on here. Israel's not on here as a race, okay? All right, so you got Ethiopian, Malay, American Indian, and Mongolian, and finally, the highest type of all, the Caucasian. Okay, now what did we just read? He set up the base man. Okay, represented by the civilized white inhabitations of Europe and America. Man, you know this was some new literature. You know this was some like last century literature. What was this, 19th century literature at the very end? Okay, because once again, these places are not even biblical. Okay, now what he did was aided to this type of mentality. There you go. You see, you know I'm always going to pull it out. That's what he aided to. So let me get the scriptures to bring this down, to bring his stronghold down that he thinks he has. This is the book of Obadiah. All right. One chapter, starting at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Allah, power concerning Edom. Okay, those people who lie about who they are, just like pseudoscience, everything that come out their mouth is a lie. But I think we read that. They, as soon as they be born, that's all they know how to do. Okay, we have heard a rumor from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. An ambassador is sent amongst the heathen, and we're doing that ambassador work to this very day. Rise up, ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. All the nations hate you right now, Edom. Okay, starting with your number one, little hatters, Amalek. The pride of thy heart, the pride for Darwin to go in there and sit in there and take his pen and stroke all this madness about race, 5 races. That was madness, man, and wicked and evil. Okay? The pride of thy heart, of thy mind, hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose inhabitations is high. That saith in his heart, in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? Not when you telling everybody that you the number one honcho and they got to go along with it or suffer the consequences. You at that time you thinking that nobody can bring you down to the ground. Okay. Though thou exalt thyself as the ego, and though thou setteth thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, he's gonna bring them down. Now here I got another one for you right here. So you see this right now. He was also in this position, doing this to our people, and I'm gonna go grab that. Okay, this is the position he's used to being in, the power seat. That horse represents the power seat. Now let's go get the verse that goes along with this. It's right there, but let's go get it. Okay, well, now let's get it from the Bible. Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. What more? Look, I've seen servants upon horses. Does a servant belong upon that horse? What does Stephen say when he seen Django on that horse? What is he doing on there? Right, cause he didn't know who he was. You know, he was a old Sambo, okay, loving the master. But nevertheless, he was astonished to see Django sitting on that horse. That's the way we supposed to be about them in their power seat. That's why I said, how in the hell would you want to vote for any of these motherfucking wicked demons or be part of their social activity, okay? I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Who is Yasharallah? He prince of power, okay? He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and in their time is here. That's once again, Obadiah just said that you are despised amongst all the heathen. Okay, now how much more the election, and then Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to raise that standard. Okay, and Adawan Ratazah, I'll be one of those people that get revenge on this side. But if not, in the kingdom, Adawan Ratazah receive that crown. Day one, we coming in. We going in on y'all hard. Okay, he diggeth a pit. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it. And whosoever breaketh the hedge, that means the wall, the protection, a serpent shall bite him. So there's no way escaping his fate. All right. Now, so what Darwin did was set this type of mentality up for them to feel this way, And guess what? To this very day, have they changed? Or are we at peace now? Do they love us now? Well, you tell me. I'm still waiting. But here's my answer to that. I pray that this has been edifying. This is Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for 3 transgressions of Edom. There's them people again. Who's Edom? We don't know who Edom. Amalek is the Palestine. No, Amalek is you, because you're a fucking liar. Been not a Jew, and whoever was on that video with Candace Owens, Amalek has to pay. Yeah, you do gotta pay, you fucking idiot. I mean, man, that's listen. I have never been in beef with a dude and somebody called me and I'm like, yeah, Shane got to get his ass whooped. I've never heard that. And Salakia, I didn't mean to throw that out. I'm just saying I've never heard somebody just literally throw themselves under the bus to think that they sidestepping trouble. Okay, like Yahweh Bashim Yahushua don't know who Edom is. Just because the average dummy down here don't want to agree. This because the 2/3 Jake want to go hand in hand with you and don't want to agree upon what the prophets are telling them, whether they hear it for bear. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua know who you are. If the prophets are calling you out, man, come on. Once again, Putin is open to relics. You are not the people of the scriptures, not the holy people of the scriptures. You are the wicked people fitted for destruction. Now let's get this over with. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, 3 and 4, there's that special 7 again, going into perfection. I will not turn away the punishment. Oh, I thought he was going to be forgiven. I thought the Lord is over with all the beef. And Jesus came to save everybody. Not Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the true Savior. He came to save the election on this side. And then on the other side, all of our nation, okay, will be glorified. So no, we're not underneath you. We're not, you're the base man, not us. You're the low. You're the lowest. You just happen to be Job 9 and 24 right now, occupying the power seat till Yahushua comes back and puts his foot up your ass with the angels. And along with a little help from those who Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave, raised that standard in on this side to go ham on you. Okay? I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, the gift that he was given, and he did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetuously, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, that's your Germans, same people, okay, which shall devour the palaces of Basra, and that's their capital. Now, once again, if Yasharallah is a people before a place, so are they. So your current Basra will be over here in spiritual Babylon. All right. But actually, once again, they go to all the corners of the earth and they got to get judged too. All right. And I pray that this has been edifying. Once again, this has been they made it up. What? All of it. That's why the Lord is bringing it down. The house of cards. Shalom.